you know, the extent I go when I'm checking something before I post on social media, nothing's ever an accident. So before I posted this video, trust me, I watched it like 100 times in my drafts.
Yeah.
Before I posted a picture, I looked at it 1,000,000 times. I chose it out of 1,000,000 options. Finally posted it. And then you're like, oh, umenona.
Hi, we are two baddies, one mic. Oh my God, have we waited to say that? Like, I feel like we haven't, you know, this is season 3. We're sorry we just left you in season 2 like that.
Look at us being consistent.
Huh?
Mimi, I'm not a child of negativity. Look at us showing up.
Look at us.
Look at us being here.
Look at us.
As in, wow.
Look at us. Sorry.
Yeah, just look at us thriving. Anyway, welcome to season 3, our two baddies, one mic.
Yes,
we
sir.
are super excited. I know we kept postponing it simply because we wanted it to be so perfect, and we kind of got stuck in the execution phase because we want things to work out so bad. But yeah. So that was it. It was not you. It was
Really,
us.
truly, it was us.
It was mostly me.
No, we're not pointing fingers or assigning blame.
No.
However,
I'm being accountable.
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily jump at, but let's do it. I wasn't forceful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to be in the headspace where you need to be in the headspace of.
Execution paralysis.
Yeah, that was not fun. That was not fun.
Yeah.
And for all those videographers venye mnajua venye metufanyia. All
You know
videographers.
what? I won't talk about it. I won't talk. You know, me, I have beef. Somebody is putting out really good work on social media.
Fire!
They're doing fire projects. Like you go, you know, like you see their content, you're like, I want to work with them.
Yes.
Us, baby girls, we kusanya the small sense we have. Do you know, like, I know we look rich sometimes, but you know, like we gathered, we saved. You know, I even nilifikisha target nikatumia kathomi
Yote ndio sikule.
Nikasema, let this be your burden. And then we show up. First of all, it's like he didn't want to work with us. I don't know. Like the vibe was just off.
Yeah.
Finally, we get to the show. He's like in a rush to do everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
It's okay.
He's a genius.
Yep.
I won't interrupt the process.
Yep.
But we were very nice.
We were.
We even went and withdrew the balance.
Yes.
We paid. Hakuna mambo ya
We
collaboration.
paid him in full by the time we were leaving.
Because the work he puts out, we're like,
Fire. We want to be, yes.
Guy. Alitutumia. This is after saying, you'll have it tomorrow. Tukangoja. Over the weekend, akaniambia he was in an event with a celebrity. Tukangoja. You know.
Mwingine katuambia ni anapika.
Give me some time to eat my dinner. Yeah. Tukangoja.
You've paid in full, by the way.
We've paid. We're not asking.
And it's not 2 shillings?
He's expensive.
He is expensive.
Let me tell you, he sent
The sacrifices.
He sent it. Nikasema hii ni nini? You know, I was at home like, babe, tell me if I'm overreacting.
You know?
Tell me if I'm being a bitch when I say this is shit. Anyway, welcome to Nairobi. Tutaenda videography school.
Imagine itabidi.
Tutatafuta mtu ameiva atufanyie tutoring.
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. Because we have cameras, we have lights. Juu hata kukua nini ya, you know?
Itabidi tujifunze hii kitu.
Tuta-force. Intro ya season 4.
Hey, itakuwa fire.
It will be fire flames.
My angles. You don't know.
For now, are we going to interject? Are we going to put it in so that they can see?
Cue the intro.
Cue the intro. Gosh.
Anyway, so what are we talking about this new season?
I feel like we're getting into the spicy season. This time tunajianika na tunaanikwa, but it's okay. We are ready to come to accountability. It's accountability across all boards.
Yeah.
And Turi brought it up and I was like, oh, I that? This was the plus size of life.
Yes, the plus side of life.
The plus
this is
side.
navigating life as a plus size girl. Because it's not regular. Other people are living as we are living. And I think the one thing that really stood out for me is how I show up or how I'm self-conscious about the little things I do. I'm very self-conscious about how I do normal tasks. For example, eating. As a big girl, I'm very self-conscious about eating because if you're a normal girl, it looks like a normal task.
Yeah.
But me, when I'm eating, I have to be very demure about it because one, somebody is going to look at me and be like, do you need that? Do you need to be eating? And it's really, I didn't think it affected me that much until I realized even when I go for dates, I never finish the food on my plate. And even when I get home, I think back and I'm like, oh, did I eat hungrily? Did I eat? Because, after high school, umezoea kukula haraka haraka.
Scuffing it down.
Like, you even breathe in.
Yeah. Because you have a bell, it's about to ring.
Exactly. So even when I get home, I start overthinking things. Like if you get home and somebody didn't call you immediately after the date,
like
I'm in my head about the smallest things. I'm like, was I breathing too hard when I was eating? Because I'm also like a heavy breather. So now I'm like, did I breathe? Like you're
was
eating.
I sweating?
These are the things I think about. And I thought I was abnormal. I must be the only person who thinks about this until I came across a girl on TikTok who really validated me because she had the same insecurity. Eating in public is just a task for me because I feel like everybody is watching and everybody is judging my plate. You go to a restaurant, uko na craving, unaisha loaded fries and extra chicken. I swear, in my mind, I know the waitress is looking at me like, girl, you don't need that.
Yep.
Or when they ask you your side, would you like
salad?
A veggie, salad, or a fruit or fries? And I'm like, I want fries.
Please.
I know, like deep down, I'm like, I know they judged me for that. So yeah, eating in public as a plus size girly has really been a thing for me.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know why it feels more pressing. Like, nobody could be discussing it. Nobody could be even, like, focusing on it. But, like, you're hyper fixated on the fact that was said to me. That was said regarding me. Like, someone will be consistently talking about something and it's absolutely got nothing to do with you. It's really unrelated. You are the furthest thing from their mind. You've caught.
Oh my God.
Caught. You're like, what?
You went out of the way actually to catch it.
You know?
Like, I'm gonna be offended.
Thank you. Yeah, you're grabbing offenses right out of the air and they were not even targeted towards you. It's like everything is so personalized and you feel so triggered and targeted all the fucking time.
True.
Someone could be saying something completely different. You will read it the way you want to read it.
Yeah.
You will autocorrect. Like,
You're outside waiting to be offended.
You're there.
I'm looking
You're
for
the goalie. Yeah? You're the goalie catching all the offenses. Everybody is talking about you. And that specifically about food. It's like you'll be sitting down with people, and even for me, it's like sometimes someone is talking about someone else, but I'm like, if you're thinking about that,
you must be looking at
you must
me.
also be, it's like
you're talking in parables.
Yes.
Speak to me direct.
Talk to me direct. Yeah. Like I'll see someone who's been told, hey, and you have gained weight, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, that bitch skinny.
Oh.
That bitch is skinny.
So what are you
thinking about me? Yeah? Am I a mammoth? Like or now I feel like sometimes I have to even defend them as I'm defending myself. I'm like, I know this person, I know. It's like you're thinking about other people's perspective from your perspective, which is wrong. You shouldn't be hyperfixated on it. Or even that people talk about food noise and you're thinking it's just, babe, food noise is a real thing.
I am so conscious.
Food noise is a real thing.
Because I would hate to be big and also loud enough. It like, or
so there's that. slurping, making
Exactly.
funny noises. It's like gulping too loudly, but also the mental noise. A few days ago, we went for our walk.
Okay.
As we are finishing the walk, the both of us, I don't know how it happened, but like immediately we were done with the walk, immediately we were like, oh, there's XYZ at home. It's like, wow, there's a kanyama somewhere.
As we were walking,
you know,
I was thinking about food the whole time. I'm like, today we're cooking ugali, some steamed cabbage, na kanyama kadrive.
So she's telling it to me, and I'm like, damn, I'm just thinking about a pizza. Like, that's all I can think about. I just want to have a pizza.
In the middle of exercise.
After, Yanni, we've been paying labs, trying to get to 10K steps, thinking the whole time about food. Food.
Motivated. As in, I can't wait for us to finish.
Like, let's get out of here so we can go eat. I just think food noise is a real thing. Like, people don't understand it. And it's not like this. I think people, the way they dress it up is it looks like you're tortured. You're like, oh my God, I can't, I have to. No, it's just like your brain is consistently wired on food.
That's all I think about.
You're consistently wired in. Your day, let me tell you this, you plan your day according to meals. You wake up in the morning, I'm like, what am I making for breakfast? Okay, yeah, I should. So I should wake up at like 9 so that I'm able to make pancakes because I won't be able to make pancakes. Like, that's how you order your day based on what you're cooking that day, okay? Yeah. It's like, oh, if I start cooking now, will I be able to finish by lunchtime? Because I need to fry the chicken, I need to then find the sauce. Did I buy that? That's food noise. That is what food noise is. It's not like you're pressured or tormented. No, it's just your whole day is worked around food, and that for me is a problem because I'm like, other people don't think about food as much as I do. In a way,
I think they. Honestly,
you think
I
so?
Don't know.
I don't know
because I think about food a lot. I even think about variations. Like, I'm at work, but I'm like, imagine if I combined this and this, when it a slap.
Gosh.
And I'm like, do other people like have other fantasies? Like,
yeah.
Like, do you all think about different? Like, do you think about the stock exchange? Like I'd want to be in someone else's head,
right? Yeah,
and know like what they think about.
Yeah.
Like if you're a musician, do you think about, oh, if I do a collaboration with so and so? For me,
you live in Jipanga. I can't eat now because I'm about to get some.
When we were walking in, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
Somebody was cooking fries, and immediately I told you, wow, nilibakisha
waru. We smelt it every time I get out of my house. And it's like, what's that? Sausage and chips. You can tell.
I know.
You can tell on
fried. I already know what I'm cooking tomorrow.
She already knows.
We are cooking chips because we nilibakisha waru on Tuesday.
That's crazy. But and I'm saying it's crazy because it's exactly what's happening with me as well. You're consistently just thinking about food. Yeah? Yeah. What's another one?
I feel like I'm also very self-conscious about dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Like the clothes I put on. And it had even gotten to a point where I no longer felt smart. Sikuwa nasikia smart. Sababu nilikuwa navaa ndo nikuwe na nguo. Just so that I'm not naked. I wasn't like necessarily styling my clothes. And that was not sparking joy for me. So even when I'd be outside, I'm like, I should have done better. I should like accessorized here and there, and but I'm very conscious about not going outside and looking like my clothes are too small.
Yeah, especially that.
And also when you dress, what you would think was sexy, or when you dress like a normal sized person, and you have your fupa going on, you have your arms going on, your back rolls. People will not necessarily say you look bad. They'll give you that. So brave.
You're so confident.
I wish I had the confidence.
Thank you.
To wear
First
that.
of all, fuck you if you've ever given me you're so confident for that.
It's horrible. Because do you know that the strength it took for me to dress all of this? And then, because we know it's not an actual compliment.
Yeah.
You're actually telling me, hey, ulitoka hivyo kwa
wow. Guy, mi singeza.
Na hiyo tumbo yote.
Thank you.
I could never.
But
now you dress it up as...
you're so confident. I love your confidence.
I love that for you. I love that for you. That's working out for you.
I don't like that. I don't like.
It's not an actual compliment.
And then now it's like now you start doing that. Like, oh, thank you so much. Because that's when I'm responding to that
Because
comment.
that's the energy you gave me.
When I'm responding to that, that's how it's like. Oh, thank you so much, yo.
That's why I'm like, bitch.
In my mind.
Yeah, but also even as I'm trying to, dress my body and dress my body type.
Yeah.
The stores, as you mentioned, they're not accommodating.
Absolutely not.
Plus size babes.
Absolutely not. The number of times I've gone to town to buy a pair of jeans, I'm like, yeah, so this is my size. I saw you guys have these jeans in this. Like, your size yako mwisho hapo ni 36. Ha. Size ya mwisho hapo, si hatuwekangi hizo size.
Hatuna size yako, madam.
Gosh. I'm like, why? What is my offense? What is my offense? Or now you're forced to wear a particular, first of all, shirt dresses. Why do you have shirt dresses from size 0 to size 77, but nothing else in any other size that is plus size? So now all I have to do is keep stocking up on shirt dresses because that's the only thing you've decided is good for me. Another thing I noticed, or I have seen a lot of people complaining about, especially plus size girlies, why does it always have to have print or floral?
Exactly.
Why do I have to have Mickey Mouse on my clothes?
Come on,
or flowers.
Museme.
Why is that what you decided for us? Because it makes no sense. Like you can never just find a plain black. It will be black with something. They'll add something to the mix.
They're trying to make it fashionable for you, so they'll add like a stripe across. God. I'm like, this is doing nothing.
I am worth it. Big print. It's like, does it have to be labeled? Giving me compliments. I don't know.
And you'll see this especially with Turkey clothes.
Yes.
Those imported from Turkey clothes. I feel like they have this demographic in their mind. This is who we are catering for.
Yep.
Wamama wakubwa.
Yep.
So now like every plus size looks very conservative.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
It looks like Women's Guild.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was so tired of always going to shop for something and it's like
Yeah.
Like, why can't I just be comfortable?
Why can't I just walk into any store and just, it feels like now you're constantly, like every time you're shopping, you're constantly thinking about, oh, this would look so nice if I lost XYZ pounds.
Yeah, if I lost weight, this would
look, oh my God, this looks so perfect, except it's pinching me in the stomach. It's like, why? Why can't it just look perfect, period? And that is the unfairness of outfits. And I understand that girl who said, dress my size like a dress my size. You know that girl? You said, what did it, 4XL? There's a difference between a 2X and a 2XX, and then a large. There's a difference. I didn't even know these things because you will go to a shop. I was just telling Tree this. You go to a shop and you're like, I'm a size large. I'm a size 2X.
Give me a 2X.
Yes. Give me a size 44, right? Me, I know, between 42 and 44. Give me a 44 or 42. Utaingia hapo atakupatia and it says 42, 44. Kivua. Why are you trying to give me a bandage chest? Or it will just not fit the ass properly. It will be like it will lift up, like it will cover, but it will just lift. Really?
I feel like we need to talk about clothes in Kenya more specifically. I know you guys do the whole import or you take a design and you mass produce it, but you guys are not accounting for the fact that not all of us have the same size of boobs.
We're not all plus size the same way.
So now you'll see a cute outfit. It fits everywhere else.
Except your chest.
Titties are just, you're like, who did you make this for? Because not all of us are B cups, C cups. Some people extend to GH.
There was a time I was rocking double G.
I'm like,
so now I should.
Did you put? Because even if it's a medium size top or a large or an XL,
even a small, you'll have a small, but the chest,
your titties look weird,
or it's now big.
The button is always open. Over here.
Yeah.
You need to
It's not fashion.
Clip it.
It's options. Akuna.
As much as you guys are mass producing your clothes or even copying a design, just be mindful of the fact that We don't have the same chest.
Even the same ass.
We don't have the same bum.
Why do we have to constantly take clothes to tailor? Like I've seen big girls with bigger nyash ta nyash, you know, duva ta duva. No, she has to go and find a tailor to always pinch over here because it's always just it's. Come on, guys.
Kila siku namwambia nifinyie hapa.
Every day is shoelace. Hapa. You know, guys, new hack, take your shoelace. I want to have hacks.
I just want
to make a shoelace ufunge huku nyuma, surely.
Your pants are not always outside.
Always bulging. Aye. Or the one for sijui, you have to put a rubber band. Like you grab a rubber band to extend the waist. Guys, you know. Stop it. We have money, we want to buy clothes.
Let us buy clothes, actual clothes, not everyday DIY. As in, shout out to Joy Candy, but no, there's only so much she can do for us.
You know?
There's only so many diras.
God damn. Cinch. Chini.
It's too much.
And you know, all your clothes, you have to keep rolling them up so that they're short. Because somehow they always give you mid-calf. When you're plus size, cute. When you're plus size, lazima tu hapa tu katikati ya maskwembes, guys.
That's not cute. Ata useme nini, it's not cute.
It's not giving.
Mid-calf it's either it's on the floor or it's above your knees or just slightly under your knees.
Yep.
That's calf length.
What's going on, guys?
It's a very confused thing going on.
What's another one? I feel like we've gotten into the outfits consciousness. We really have. Or forcing us to be in toy all the time. So mitumba peke yake ndio tunaweza kupata nguo itakutoshea. Because unfortunately, Americans is bigs. So at least unajua ukiingia toy market like this, hautakosa size 14, 16 hapo hivyo. Mimi najua siwezi kosa. Shida ni it's old. Anyway, we move.
Yeah.
Another one is the having to go to a party as the token fat girl. I don't want to do that no more.
Like your friends invite you because they're going to shine.
I don't want to do that.
If you're there, they're going to shine.
I don't want to be anybody's token fat friend. Okay? Do better. Do better.
It's sad.
It always is so annoying. It's like now you're always, and then I'm plus size. Okay, I'm fat and tall. If I wear my inches heels, you guys, maybe you'll be very confused. Now, unfortunately, all the photos I have to be hunching because everybody's short and tiny. I don't like that. I want to be next to my tall, fat friends, okay? In fact, signing a petition, starting now, tall, fat friends, find me. I need photograph people. Nataka kuwa na watu mwenye tukipigwa picha tunakaa equal level. I'm tired of compensating and hunching and sometimes leaning somehow, and you always look at my photos. If I'm standing next to a short, tiny person, I always do this.
How comes they never do
it's
this?
Like I always.
Why can't they tiptoe?
Can you find heels?
Find a stool.
Nunua platforms. I'm tired of compensating for you, but then itakuwa nasimama hivi. You reach.
You figure
I don't want to be a token
nataka picha ya kutoka waist up. Ukisikia utapanda stool upande.
It's your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think another that has its advantages and its disadvantages is sex.
Girl.
Plus size girlies, we have a lot of fun in the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, there's just more of us to hold.
So much more.
There's just a lot happening. It's very entertaining, to be honest. And I have never gotten over the surprise that men get that women are actually flexible. Because they're big. Here's the thing. I think we mentioned it yesterday.
Yeah.
We're very flexible, like waist down.
Yep.
I don't know how.
The legs.
My legs
lower
are the
body.
strongest part. It's just I'm just top heavy. That's just
upper body.
But my legs are mad. This is giving gymnasts.
Lower body.
Like,
hey.
Call the Olympics. It's me.
Guinness World Book of Records. You can squish that watermelon.
I could do things.
Yeah.
You know, so the surprise of, you could do that. You know, like what Meg said, one head on the headboard, the other one on the mattress. Like, sex is not a problem for me, but it only becomes a problem because I am in my head.
Yeah.
the other parties, in fact, they enjoy. Wow, they're in the best place on earth. You know, there's just it's oh.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's just wavy. It's oh no.
It's a waterbed. Let's call it that.
It's a waterbed.
It's a waterbed.
Like, it is so enjoyable for them, and you know. They're having the time of their lives. But me, I'm so into my head. I'm like, oh, did that jiggle? And then I saw I saw a tweet that said, during back shits is when you notice how much of a big back she is. And now since then, I've just been like, do I put my hands straight like this so that I look like Like, I have been in my head.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, I can see if you're a big back. You know, from behind. So that has been my personal struggle currently. Yeah. I even tried to, like, put up a tripod and see, like, just how I look. I was impressed, but at the same time, yeah, no, I was very impressed.
To the point where you have to go and find research.
I was like, damn, if I were a man.
I'd enjoy this view.
So it's me who's always in my head, but the other party is having a ball. But I've never understood the disconnect where y'all have fun with us in the bedroom. Y'all love it over there because, you know, and you know, it's such an ego boost when things are moving for the other party. But when you guys come online, all of a sudden you have a preference. All of a sudden it's like, oh, I could never date a fat girl, blah, 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 blah. So personally, as a big girl, I am very confused because y'all have a time. Hizi ni testimonials.
Wanataka kutuficha kwa nini?
Lakini mkikuja huko kwa mtandao, mnasema, oh, lose weight, unfat, do better, go for a walk, and big your back. So I'm just stuck. I don't know what's happening. Ni nini, gentlemen? Tuambieni. Because do I lose weight? Do I gain weight? Like.
But like on that note though, sitting on someone's face. Like I saw Joanne talk about it, Murugi Muni. Talk about the fear of squishing. Her face. And Lydia had to give us she literally had to give us a pictorial video of how to do it. Because there are things I worry about.
I think like you'd have to hover over something because, yeah.
Yeah. Because Joanne, alikuwa anakalia though.
No.
So Lydia had to show.
I would have to.
One, it's like
one leg.
Yes. So it's like one, and then now you're sort of hovering.
Yes.
So that was a good pictorial. Thank you very much, Lydia.
Yeah.
You helped a lot of us. Because honestly, me and Joanne, tulikuwa simu was up.
You've just been suffocating freaking,
you know, or cowgirl.
Nah.
You know, this person has a long torso, you're good. Short torso, your butt is like on the because you know with cowgirl, it's the whole
you're sat.
You're sat. You're not joking. You're sat.
It's a lot. Because now, and then, you know,
really have to think about these positions,
I have
guys.
to work the silhouette to my favor.
Yeah.
So now I just can't sit down like this because now I'm just like you are, like sitting on you doing this. So now I got to do all of this so that you see at least there's something.
Yeah.
It's too much work.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Just know.
And that's my only motivation for losing weight.
Yeah.
I want to have more fun.
Even cuddles, to be honest.
When I have sex.
I love cuddles, but I'm so in my head about them holding. It's just layers and layers. Liko too. I'll never get over my friend who called them Manyama za doggy. I've never gotten it. Like, and this is when we were kids. So someone was like, hey, Miss Yezi, kunaona hivi mpaka nipate manyama. And they weren't talking about me necessarily. They were talking about it.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay, that would do it for me.
You know?
But yeah, that's the only reason you see me walking to Jeffrey's 10K.
Yeah.
Is because
we're trying to look better.
I want to have fun.
Look sexy.
You know, like I want to jump around.
Not be in your head, you know? Yeah.
I want to not be out of breath.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or even your tummy blocking your legs from going to the back of the ears.
It's not very sexy when you're panting. Or
It's not
When
cute.
you just been on top for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Hata sidhani ifika 2 minutes.
Now I make it a
Like
joke.
as soon
I'm
as
like, hey, type it. It's time to clock out. I'm done. Your turn.
my knees are just,
It's going to cook.
and that's my only
Oh, my
motivation.
days. Yeah. Truly and honestly, don't let anyone lie to you. Big girls, we love some sex. However, there's a lot to think about as you are in the act, during, before. There's a lot to think about. I have to think about whether did I wash my ass properly, because otherwise there's like a lot of nooks and crannies which now have accumulated sweats and smells. You have to think about all of these things, you know? Someone is just not going down on you, and it's just layers and layers of just sweat and debris and dead skin. Girl, you gotta be careful.
You have to push back your
You have to push back your Like, you gotta think about these things.
Like, there's just a lot.
There's a lot.
But honestly, if you're a confident big girl and this doesn't bother you,
You have a lot of
you're
fun.
thriving. You're having fun.
Another
But if you're like me and I'm in my head,
You minus bra and then your titties is just making noises. There are things you have to think about. I can't just like, well, I have to hold, or someone will hold them for me. Like, we're doing a tag team championship over here.
I stopped having sex without a bra on.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Because the minute I go this,
It's like
like you might suffocate me.
Go
babe.
to the
Oh,
side.
yeah, to the side.
Yeah.
And they probably don't even.
They're not even thinking about it, but you're so
But I'm
in
like,
your head
no.
about it. Yeah.
It's the need to
Are you
look.
searching for my?
They need to look like a porn star.
Sexy.
Like the
yeah. Like
it's
you just got a boob job, bruh.
It's just not a viable option
Yeah.
for me because.
Essentially, there's a
They're
lot
gonna
to think
travel, they're
about.
gonna
Yeah. Or like when you're on top and then it's like now, it's, you know, it's clapping on the bottom. It's like, no, I don't like that, you know?
Where are they reaching?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't matter. There will always be a part of skin that's like reaching on skin. So if you're jumping, you will hear a noise.
Yup.
Right?
Yup.
Especially if you're jump, the higher you go, the louder it becomes. The more fun you're having, the louder
more
it
sounds
is.
it
Yeah,
is.
sound effects, you know? You gotta be careful, girl. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, how did we get there?
I don't know.
Back
Real back
here. Let's come back here a little bit, okay? But another thing that I really, really like is, because again, plus size girls are plus size in different ways. You have plus size with Coke bottles, plus size with apron bellies, plus size who do more with A-line. We're all plus size in a different way. Plus size who are big top, small bottom, vice versa. So I think for me, it's the figuring out your style that I've found very interesting. Because before, I used to just wear anything and everything.
In a trend, unava.
Yes, ikitrend uko ndani, ikitrend uko ndani.
That's not fun.
But now I know that I need something that will look a particular way because I need it to look good on me so that I'm not in my head. Also, you're always trying to represent other big girls. I don't know why that is. It's like every time you dress to represent everyone else. You dress so that people don't say fat people, ay, wanavanga aje. It's the same thing as Connie, all fat girls can sing. Remember that comment? Yes. You have to represent for the other big girl. You can't just like show up and look malenge. No, you gotta look good.
Because you make a whole group of people look bad.
You do.
You show up in rags, you show up, you're wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
And it's hot the way it is hot right now. It's not it.
Yep.
And that thing, it took a lot for me to stop wearing jackets everywhere.
Yeah.
I would wear jackets even, you see the way it's hot right now?
Yeah.
I'd be in a jacket because there's just something about wanting to cover myself more. You know,
Like
it felt
you're forcing a silhouette as well.
like the bigger I am, I just
You
can't
need to
be walking
cover.
around, you know, like in a vest and shorts because that's
a
girl.
crop top, you know.
I need it.
It's very much in your head about it. I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, another thing. Please be mindful. Not all big girls can twerk. Okay. I hate that stereotype right there.
We have the equipment, we just don't have the methodology.
No, please stop assuming. Yeah?
I actually tried the other day and I was like, oh, it moved. Okay. I'm training.
And remembering to walk with an unclenched bum. Things like that you are in your head a lot. I'm like, how do I have a bunda but I can't twerk?
I need to unclench.
You know?
Unclench your bum.
Knowing that simply because you're going to look skinny doesn't mean you're going to look as skinny like that other person. Because as we said, all of us have different bodies to begin with. So you're over there trying to lose all the weight and then you just look like Johnny Bravo. And that's okay. So you have to learn that different workouts work for different people. Like, there's so much of it that you guys don't see, and we love it for you. And also just being super conscious. Like now, every time I talk about how I'm trying to lose weight, I'm overpowering my friend who's trying to gain weight. Because we're always talking about me losing. We're never giving her enough time for us to talk about her gaining. And we can be very loud about it to the point where we forget that other people are going through other things, right? Other people are trying to get a big back, you're trying to lose your big back. Like, sharing information, it's important that we stop making it your whole personality.
Yes.
It's really not. Like, there's so much more.
Don't make your fitness journey your whole thing.
Yeah. And the guys who make it look like fat girls are undeserving of everything. Like, you just need to shut up and wait to receive what you receive. First of all, check yourself, okay? Check yourself, sir. Check yourself, ma'am. Look, it's not fat equals Kathomi. It is Kathomi is a little fat, you know? So you can't make it feel like, oh, you'll see someone, a chubby girl who just got married, and you're like, guy, their husband, Alipata. Guy, you guys. What you need, please, let's stop. Huh? The girl who's been flexing about her husband being like super hot and she's plus size, and they're like, oh my god, how did she snag him? She must have trapped him and whatever. Guys.
But also, we also need to talk about how you show up as a big girl.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to lie and say that everybody is as receptive or as emotionally mature out there. Because people are treated differently than others. Yeah. And it could even be a weight thing. Like, bigger people are treated differently. Pretty privilege
is always pretty privilege, yeah.
And I'm not saying like...
Skinny privilege is always skinny privilege.
I'm not saying that when you're big, you're ugly. No. I'm just saying, like, the amount... Because I used to be skinny, and I know the attention I used to get then, and I know how different it is when I'm a big girl. Like, right now, it's only because I have a resting beach face and people just, People... Let me give you an example. We're going for a brand shoot. And all the models that have been contracted to this shoot, it's a model, it's a size 4, size 6, at most a size 8. And the person, the designer, the person who does wardrobe for the set, obviously has clothes for them. And you, as the token big girl, because brands do need this, you have to be inclusive. Yeah. So now, in their bid for inclusivity, they contract you, a big girl. And you show up on set, and as everyone is changing, everyone is looking beautiful, everyone is having their makeup done, you realize that the person in charge of wardrobe is struggling when they're looking at you.
Quivering a little bit.
Sasa nini share? Like getting that question, and everyone is, the mood on set is everyone is in a good mood, everyone is working hard, everyone is showing up nicely. So you don't want to be the person who dampens the mood. You don't want to be the person who complains the first. You don't want... You're already a big girl,
so
you don't want to
make it a thing,
take up more space. You're afraid of, taking space. So now here, unafungwa kikitu, anafanyia DIY na bed sheet.
And it will happen.
I swear! There's this girl who did a DIY on me with a purple bed sheet. I will never forget. I remember how bad I felt. Actually, it was not a bed sheet. It was those jumpsuits that have the long jumpsuits that the top you can now wrap it the way you want. Yeah. So it was clearly a size like 2 sizes smaller than me, but simply because the allowance of the wrapping would give the illusion that it's my size. So I only looked good from
Top up.
like it was so tiny. It was that spandex material. So like when I turn around, like my bum is just like this. It was so ugly, and I felt so ugly. And everybody's saying, "Oh, you look so good."
And you know they're lying.
You can tell a genuine compliment versus. So my face was giving.
But everything else?
But everything else was trash. And I remember I felt horrible by the end of the day because everyone else looked so good. Everyone else was so catered to. It was just me. And I'm not saying this because I'm complaining and I'm trying to, bring my, like assert my I'm big, accommodate me on everyone. It's not that. Because I wouldn't say I'm that big. I'm like a size 16. But the fact that you couldn't accommodate a size 16 is also a problem. I'm not the girl who was over there in a lift in America. Ameenda kupanda Suzuki Alto. And the driver was like, no ma'am, no ma'am. Like as a big girl, I already know the things I can and cannot do. I'm very conscious of the things. Like, I'm very conscious of the dances I can do. I'm very conscious. I'm very conscious of the routes I take with Anduthi. There's no way utanipata Kingara Road na Anduthi. Ifike pale juu route.
Rolling down.
Hey! Like, there's so many things that I account for before I leave the house. So ain't no way you're going to tell me that, oh, you're being too much. Trust me. Like, it even got to a point where before I go to a shoot, just in case.
You carry outfits.
I carry outfits because there's a chance the person in charge of wardrobe did not... Outfits that I will be comfortable in. And also, and it's so difficult to advocate for yourself because you're like, am I doing too much?
Yeah.
Because I already feel like I'm too much over here. So yeah.
That being isolated, or I don't know, there's an energy that comes around, or people feeling like they're better than you simply because you're like, dude. It begins and ends at body shape. But anyway. Regardless, or like there was a time we sat somewhere. I think you were even there, and then someone was like, "I know I'm the hottest girl in any room I walk in." You were there. Tulikuwa pamoja. Ilikuwa mahali usiku fulani tumeenda kwa bash fulani.
Yes.
Unakumbuka? Oh, like I know I'm hot. Like, I know I'm the hottest girl ever. In any room I walk in, I am the hottest. And I'm just like, It's like,
I was like, okay.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
I'm fat.
You try.
I'm not ugly.
So much not to take offense or smack someone across the face. But you catch it. You clock it. It's the constant thought that this person always thinks that they're better than me. Consistently. It's not even like a debate. To them, they're much better than you because you're chubby or you're fat. And I'll never forget that comment. I will remember it. I put it in the back of my mind.
I saw you saying hi to her at another event we and was just like, what do you mean you're friends with this bitch? And I hope you noticed she did not say hi to me because mimi sipendi kuentertain watu wabaya. In the same beat, can we just break the misconception of watu wanono wako na roho safi?
See what I took on the same. But look, it's guys venye la kuongelanga sometimes. Relax.
And I'm saying that as I'm no. I feel like just because of the double chin, people think I'm very approachable.
Please don't.
I'm a bitch.
Don't do it.
I'm an asshole. You know, there's nothing nice about me. Like, you'll cross me and I'll cross you back.
Yeah. Yesterday, I even said this.
As in, vengeance belongs to the Lord. But who is made in his image? Me, bitch. Like,
we were walking yesterday. What are we saying? Why am I such a dick? Like, no. I am a dickhead. Like, you guys.
I am a horrible person. Like, the people who actually know me. No, I have a shit personality. Like, I only have my face going on for me.
Clock each other.
Like, clock it. Like, immediately. So I get very irritated when somebody approaches me and I'm like, was I smiling? Like,
did I look at you?
What made you think
I come for you?
why am I so approachable? Like, I'll even go home and even think about it. I'm like, was it my outfit? Why did they feel like they could talk to me? Like, I get very offended.
Yeah.
Very. So please, moving forward.
Don't assume all fat girls are nice.
Don't assume you can come and start kicking with me. I'm not nice.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And even if you do, just the decorum, just be, don't, there's a way, it's like, me, she'll understand me. I can say anything to her. Please don't do that.
There's nothing
Please don't do that.
about.
It's like you can say
I'm
anything
even just
and
very
everything.
selfish. Like, there's nothing understanding.
I can just say
about me.
anything. She'll understand. Please don't do that. Please don't
I
do
will
that.
clock it.
Yeah,
like,
I will call you out and you're not going to
clocked
like
it?
it.
What did you mean by that?
Yeah, it's like,
did you mean to say that out loud?
Is that it?
Like, I will call you out.
You know?
Like, I was actually talking to my friend.
Yeah.
Actually, it was last week.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about my face card does not decline, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, did it not decline the other day? I was like, that's actually because they knew my personality. They knew who I was. But people who don't know, it don't decline. Like, if you have not interacted personally.
Yeah. Or the girl who said, I have a really pretty face and that's how I got this fat. It's like my face has never declined. Like I'm pretty. I'm a beautiful, I think we should attach it.
I'm fat. I'm not ugly. You guys don't get it. I'm a very beautiful woman. I feel like, in fact, being beautiful, because I relied so much on my beauty, I think that's what happens. Like, that's how I got carried away with being overweight. Because I feel like if I wasn't a good looking person, it sounds really terrible the way I'm saying this thing, but if I wasn't like a pretty woman or a beautiful woman, I feel like I'll probably be like, okay, I really need to shape up. I really need to do this. But I relied so much on my beauty that, because even as I gained weight, I always would come looking fly. I always would come looking good. I feel like a lot of the plus size babe that you see that they're beautiful, I feel like that's probably what happened. We got so comfortable and relied on us being beautiful, like knowing that we're always going to be pretty. So it's cool that we forget that we really need to like lose weight. Really need to be mindful of what we're eating. You know what I mean?
I am a beautiful woman. So it's like I didn't feel the need to keep up with my body as well because my face never had an issue with it. And I know you think I need to be apologetic or be humble about it, but I have a great face. I have a...
How many times have I told you?
Bitch.
I can dress like rags. And I would be bothered?
Because your face is just...
Because my face given.
It's like... You pass.
I will pass. But also when it comes to the face card, I feel like our face card as ladies, our face cards do not decline because we are very realistic with our purchases.
It's true.
It's the audacity.
It's true.
We clock our audacity very quick.
Real quick.
My face card will not decline because I'm purchasing Kamau.
Thank you.
But there's no way you're going to see me
chasing Alejandro. You're fighting for Aaron Pierre.
My face card do not decline because I'm very conscious.
You like Glorilla.
Yeah.
I like my men a little ugly down around that, Hey, this story. It's gone everywhere. Look.
But it's the truth though.
Yeah. I think this was a rant that was necessary.
Yeah.
So that as we're coming into
Happy New Year,
3,
guys.
Yeah. As we're coming to season 3, just know nothing you say affects me. I'm good. I'm good over here.
Even before you say something, like you come to a social, you're like, I'm fat. I need you to know that there's nothing you could tell me that I've not told myself.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I'll randomly like walk past the mirror. I'm like, ooh,
rolly. I just wanna roll. Like sometimes,
but you need to do better.
You say things to yourself, and you're like, ooh,
that's mean.
That was not
Clocked it.
Good.
Like I roast myself more than anybody.
There are things you've not even seen. You are yet to find out about me. I saw them a long time ago.
So now, but it kind of tickles me sometimes when somebody comes and tells me, "Oh, you're fat." Yeah.
Honestly, the fat one, no, do better.
It's
like
true.
if you really feel like you wanna say something mean, do better. Like do your research.
Tell me my mom's a hoe, and then I'll come and prove to you that she's not. You know, like,
yeah. Or try and call me dumb, and then you'll find out how many papers I got in the back. Okay. Like calm down,
Like, Why would you tell me a fact and then try to make it seem like it's an insult? Like it's
It's there. We know. Like, what? You think?
I really struggle with that.
Yeah.
I don't understand the bullying because why are you mad that I'm ugly?
You know?
Why is it your problem?
Like, it's not even trolling. It's just fact checking. It's like almost giving a summary of facts.
You thought I didn't know?
I'm aware.
You know, the extent I go when I'm checking something before I post on social media, nothing's ever an accident. So before I posted this video, trust me, I watched it like 100 times in my drafts.
Yeah.
Before I posted a picture, I looked at it 1,000,000 times. I chose it out of 1,000,000 options. Finally posted it. And then you're like, oh, umenona. Hey.
I am kind of mad at the guy who said my hair. I'm mad at you, bitch. And said something about my hair. Bitch, do you know? It's like that one day.
That's nyingi.
It's that one day. You know that one day that you freestyled and then you came on the internet to
You're
say
just like,
some.
natural girl.
Where?
Alikwambia nini?
Alisema kile alisema. Na nikakuwa fought for. I love my people on TikTok.
Your community.
Me, my community on TikTok will fight for me. Me, I'm over there just looking at comments. I'm like, yes, bitch, get him.
Get him.
Kuna mmoja amemwenda akavaa skirt. Akujie skirt. Because how dare you? How dare you come for our queen? I'm like, get him, girl. Wakati wapo wanaenda back and forth. Anyway, long story short. Fat people are not ugly, but also not all ugly people are fat. Like, please find balance. Also, just be mindful of the fact that your digs are not very diggy. Like, do better. Me, I just feel like if you're gonna troll better.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of research. Yeah, just be a Kendrick. Yeah.
Siati, I call you out to delete your comment.
Yeah, you're
go
shaking in your boots. Like, do better. If you're not Kendrick or 50, calm down, sir. Calm down, ma'am. Do better. But ultimately, these are some of the things that we as
this
plus
is
size
living
girls
on the plus side
yeah,
of life.
this is what we've experienced. So we would like to know from other plus size girls or even skinny girls. Like, do you feel the same, or is it just like a different side of the coin? Let us know. I almost said on the number on the comment section down here.
Ungependa kutuma kapesa kaku facilitate stima
Yeah.
ya kuweka mwangaza kwa hii studio.
Join our Patreon.
Tuma kwa namba ya 07.
We're gonna start.
DM me.
Yeah, by the DM we will give you numbers. Moving on. See you next time.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy season 3.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy everything.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Father's Day ni lini?
June, July, something like that.
Na janiuliza nikuwe his father. Anyway.
I wanna. Who's the daddy? Obviously, this is my sons, but who's the daddy?
I'm the daddy.